Hello my Scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. Now for this layout I really embraced that fabulous arch that's part of the rainbow. So I'm putting my two photos down sort of at the bottom of the arch where your eye sort of flows down to, and I'm doing a little bit of ephemera around that. I've kind of got the idea that the florals are kind of going to follow the arch around. So they're down in this bottom, they're going to go up to the top of the photos and then all the way up to the top of the arch as well. But I don't want them looking disjointed, so there's going to be a little bit of a flow that kind of brings them down, just follows that flow. I keep using the word flow, but there's no other way to explain it. So hopefully as you keep watching, that will make a bit more sense. Now these florals I actually fussy cut off the Vicky Bouton pattern paper sheet. It is hands down my favourite sheet in this page, but specifically for the need of fussy cutting it. I will absolutely end up fussy cutting the whole sheet for future layouts. It is divine. The florals are just beautiful. The colours are just beautiful. It is, amaze. So I like to get as much, I'm sure everybody does, but I like to get as much out of my fussy cutting pattern paper sheets as I can. So all those kind of half bits of florals that are at the edges of the page, I still try and use those, tuck those under my photos, or like I did in the bottom right hand corner, literally put it down in the bottom right hand corner. Like that's the way the shape of the photo, like of the edging was, so that's where I'm going to put it, and it just works. So I love that. As you can see, I'm popping some of the bits of the floral up on foam. I will kind of vary that. So some will be stuck up on foam, some will be just stuck straight on the page. Just kind of adds a bit more dimension to your page, just helps bring things, foreground and background and that kind of thing. Brings things to the foreground, leaves some things in the background, adds, makes layering up a little bit easier. Speaking of layering up, I'm just building a little cluster here out of some stickers from the sticker sheet. I have taken that cool pair of sunnies and a bulldog clip and then just a little ephemera piece that says do all the things. And I'm just going to layer all three of those together and pile those on top of the photo and the side of the floral piece there. Because as much as the floral was amazing, I did still feel it needed a little bit of ephemera to it as well. Just, I don't know, to add a little bit of something different and a little bit of interest. So now I'm popping on my last two floral pieces, and these are going to go right at the top of the arch, but I don't want them too far away because I do want it to look like they're flowing through, like that everything is moving down this arch and that everything belongs in this flow line down the arch. Now, one of my biggest, intricacies, insecurities, I don't know the word for it, but when I use these kind of thickers that have a certain layout to them, I get really hung up on spacing everything the correct way because I think it looks so awesome on the plastic that I want mine to look that awesome too. And I get really nervous that I'm going to spread it out too much or just not lay it out right. So I often keep putting the plastic back on top and trying to see through where it was stuck before. And in the end, it really doesn't matter. It just works. And I need to stop being so particular about it, but I just can't help myself. So this is titled Do All the Things, which is a little bit of a random title when you think about it, but I chose this title because I don't know about your Facebook land, but in my Facebook land, my two photos there that I'm using were created using an app, and it's kind of like the latest fun photo editing app that all of my friends are giving a try. We went through the, cartoonify yourself one that make you look like a Disney cartoon that was super cute. And now we're using this one that kind of looks like a watercolor, an artistically drawn portrait. So I was playing around with those and just thought, oh, here you go. I've jumped on the bandwagon. I've been pulled into the hype like everybody else, and I'm having a go of this app. So it just kind of worked. I don't want to be left behind. I want to keep up with the Joneses, but I didn't actually put it as my Facebook profile picture. But anyway, do all the things. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for later this month when you see layout number 4. Bye, everyone.